Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a tier list. I am all alone today. Alright, whatever. So, pretty much it's about school rules, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think it needs any explanation. So let's start with the dress code rule. Okay, look, we're gonna start with a pretty negative one, but why are you doing this, first of all? Second of all, I get it, no one's supposed to be wearing actually inappropriate outfits, but if it's just something like shorts, and I feel really bad for the girls. If you're a girl at school, then oh boy, they are on your butt about it. It is so annoying. No, seriously. I'm seriously. Sometimes I can just be some guy could be just wearing shorts, or some girl could be wearing shorts, and then school's gonna be all on them for it. And in 7th grade, they were on us for ripped jeans, which I don't get why that was. And also, no, it was not high school, which is way better, by the way, for me. At least so far, but hey, you never know. Anyways, this rule is going in Y tier because it's really not, I don't get why this one exists at all. Oh, there's two. Well, I guess we're going to leave this one off the list. Next, we got assigned seats. This makes no sense at all. I'm sorry, this makes no sense. I kind of see it, but also I don't. Okay, especially, I'm with somebody that I was chill with and was never getting distracted with. How come all of a sudden you're giving us these assigned seats to where I'm next to somebody that I find really, really annoying? Oh yeah, newsflash, they're not helpful. They don't do anything to help at all. They make my experience with the class worse. And the thing is, it's if it's somebody that makes a bunch of smug comments, I'd rather be next to the psychopath, because at least they can keep their mouth shut once in a while, and they know when to shut up. They at least know when to stop. The people that make those smug comments don't. Actually, scratch that. I think I'm gonna put this in Y tier as well. Next, we got no chewing gum in class. Alright, you may think that I would find this dumb, but personally, I don't gotta deal with this. And I had to at one point, but that was only 1st through 5th grade. 6th grade, I didn't really chew gum, and 7th and 8th grade, they didn't care. But yeah, I'm putting it in that makes sense to me, because it's I would put it in Some of you might argue with that. It should go in the next one lower, but I personally find this to make sense, because also at the same time, there's people that chew gum and then put it under the desk, which is really disgusting, sometimes leaving it on the floor. I at least see why, though I don't have a problem with people that chew gum, just as long as you aren't putting it under the desks. Oh yeah, next we got the no food or drinks rule. Okay, if they're not making your room a mess, I get it, but I've gotta put this in. It makes no sense for a pretty obvious reason. If the teacher's eating in class, don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite, okay? Let us eat our snacks too, especially because the cafeteria food, I've heard bad things about it. I have not eaten cafeteria food since 7th grade. That is all I can tell you, at all. It just freaking sucks. Alright, next we got no hats, hoods. I'm putting this at the bottom of the list. What's the freaking point in this at all? And they're saying, but I can't see you. Okay, so you can catch me being on my phone, but you can't catch me being bullied, and you can't catch me being like like, and you can't catch me, like, you don't know who I am with my hood on. And let me tell you, this is actually the dumbest excuse ever. Because how is it that my, like, a freaking grandma can tell who I am with or without the hood, or with or without a hat on? That's actually really stupid. You don't do stuff like that. Like, seriously. And now I got this hall pass. Honestly, I'm gonna... Whoops. That's not supposed to be there yet. I'm gonna move this one up first of all. But this one, I might put it in Y as well. Because why are we taking a hall pass? Like, specifically... Well, actually, no. I think I'm gonna put it in kind of bad, actually. Yeah, let's put it in kind of bad, because just to fill out. But basically, like, if you have the paper hall pass that the teacher gives you, fine, I guess I can throw it away. But as for the hall monitors, like, if you have the hall monitor in your hallway, he acts like he's, like, the freaking hero of the story. Even though there is no story, and it's just me trying to go to the bathroom. We'll talk about the 10-minute, the 5, 10, 15, 20, like the minute rule. Next, we got the bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. Okay, then what's the freaking point in the bell? All right, I'm gonna put this above the no hats or hoods. Because, well, at the same time, I didn't have to put up with this a lot. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, this is really one of the dumbest rules ever. Actually, I might put it at the top of Y. It doesn't really deserve that much backlash. And by that, I just mean it doesn't, like, it deserves 3% less. Like, that's not saying a lot. And now we got no talking in class. I'm going to put this in kind of bad. Because I'm going to be honest. Why are we not, like, okay, first of all, I get it if you're teaching something or if you're presenting something. But in 8th grade, there's this one teacher who just never wanted us to talk at all. Or barely wanted us to. And the thing is, the reason I get too social, because that's actually another problem. Too social. Even though that's what my parents complain to me about is, hey, you're not social enough. Oh, the teacher doesn't want me to talk at all. Pick a side. Pick a side and stick to it. Like, I get really talkative because I haven't seen that person in a while, and I'm not going to be able to see them again for, like, the rest of the day unless it's the end of the day and I'm able to meet them. So, yeah, I would put it in meh, or even that makes sense to me. But the truth is, it's those teachers that don't want you to talk at all that really bring this down. Why should I? Why should I not talk at all? Period. Before you're like, it's not that hard. No. I don't care that it's not that hard and I'll still follow the rule anyways, but why? Alright, next we got, may I please drink water? Or basically raising your hand to go drink water. This is the dumbest rule to ever exist. Like, this might actually be one of the dumbest rules to ever exist. I think the dress code makes more sense than this one. Seriously. How is me drinking water distracting the class at all? First of all, I've drank water how is it that I drank water in 8th grade? Oh, and I don't know why it matters what you're drinking. But let's just say, for instance, water, like, don't you need water? Like, don't you need to drink it? Like, isn't that the point of being, like, surviving? Isn't that, like, what you need and what's healthy for you? So why are you going out of your way to say, hey, man, you got to raise your hand to drink water? And guess what? That happened in 6th grade. I literally had that experience only once. Spoiler, I'm one of those people that drink like a lot, like water, juice. Okay, mainly only those two. That's really it. But, I mean, like, why do you gotta raise your hand to get water? That makes no sense at all. Like, I don't understand what's stopping, like, what's distracting me? What's distracting the class? If they're just seeing me drink a bottle of water, like, it's actually just really sad to me that some schools actually do this. Especially for elementary. Like, if you spill it, fine, but most of us got water bottles. Raise hand to speak. Okay, look, I kind of get it, but I also think it makes no sense. No, not the 10-minute rule yet, you coneheads. Alright, the 10-minute rule. Okay, look, you're not supposed to be out, but for like the whole class, I get it. Like, you shouldn't be out the whole goddamn class. But it's really freaking stupid. Like, I just think it's really dumb that you're basically making us like. So I don't understand why I can't go. Like, they're saying this bullcrap where it's like, oh yeah, you can't go to the bathroom or the restroom after like the first 10 to 10 minutes of class, like the first 10, last 10. Or they'll give you a limit to how long you can use the restroom. It is kind of bad, but also I kind of understand. So I'm going to put it high, kind of bad. All right, next we got no smoking, no vaping. That makes sense to me. Oh yeah, that's actually from the quote for that one freaking SpongeBob episode. Yeah, this one, I just don't get it all. It's just kind of sad. Oh yeah, speaking of which, now we got the first 10, last 10 rule. Or the first, let's say for instance, like the last 10 minutes of class, or 15 minutes for that matter. This is actually this is one of the stupidest rules to ever exist. I'm going to put it like probably on par with the no hoods or hats. Like, shouldn't they go at the beginning 5 minutes and like somewhere, like, shouldn't they be doing it first and last minutes of class? I mean, shouldn't you give us more time to like go to our classes? Isn't that like, I thought that was what like school, like, isn't school supposed to be educating you? I just don't get it. All right, now I got the zero tolerance policy. I'm gonna put it in Y. On par with the first, last 10, and no hats or hoods. I actually think it's worse than the 10, 10, 5, 5, 15, 15, 20, 20 rule. It's most likely, like, I bet you in school it's most likely been first 10 or 15. Okay, actually 10, most likely. But still, it's really freaking stupid. Like, you're supposed to... So if you're going to be talking during class, because especially, like, we're not done with this yet. But, like, also, like, for the zero tolerance policy, though it sounds like it would be a decent thing, I'm sorry, but it's just so freaking trash. it doesn't even like make any sense why you're gonna. So you can catch me with my phone, and you can catch me you can catch me on my phone, and you can't catch me being bullied, and you can catch me with my hood, but you can't tell who I am. Which, by the way, blindness is no excuse. And I hear school doesn't even have to care about bullying, which is actually the saddest part of it. You're supposed to, like, isn't that the point of school? Isn't it like they're claiming to keep you safe? I mean, it's just so, oh my gosh, it is so dumb. Oh yeah, now we got the no phones rule. All right, I'm gonna put this in meh, just to fill it out. Oh yeah, and also just because of the fact that I kind of understand like no phones in class, but like in the lunchroom, really? I mean, I would put it in that makes sense to me, but come on, in the lunchroom, sorry, not recess. Actually, no one has that anymore. After, like, I'd say 5th grade, you don't have recess anymore. For me, the last time we had recess at all was 6th grade. And 6th grade was actually quite fun for me. Despite, like, well, it having a lot of issues. You know, I'm just going to use this one as a uniform school. Honestly, I'm putting it in makes no sense. I know it looks like a dress code thing, but no, it's like, oh no, school uniforms. If it's just wearing the school colors, fine. But like, if it's a whole fancy outfit that the school gives you, first of all, why do I gotta keep washing these every night? My parents work a lot and they're tired. So yeah, that's my opinion on school rules. Yeah, most of them are really trash. Especially the assigned seats. Like, I'm gonna also talk about the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. All I can say is, what's the freaking point of the bell? So I at least kinda understand a teacher saying this, like if the class was trying to leave like 10 minutes or something. Or what if it's like a teacher's actually trying to do something important? Maybe that, but if it's just simply, oh no, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's really bad when you get penalized for it. The dress code thingy, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It makes zero sense at all. The no phones rule, again, it's fine if it's in class, I guess. But why can't we do it like they don't want you having your phone out in the building at all? And also, what if I gotta call my mom or dad? I'm doing it on my regular phone where I can actually, speak clearly instead of the school phone, which, by the way, sometimes you can barely tell who's talking, or I'm sorry, what the frick they're saying, I think. And when you get the phone calls home too, by the way, like, most of the time it's for really stupid reasons. And also, I gotta talk about another thing with the phone rule. So why am I getting my phone taken just for checking the time? I mean, I guess on a Chromebook, like, I guess, but also, what if I wanted to check the time at lunch? And it's just the way school does things. It's really infuriating. And the 10-minute rule, like 10-minute limit for the restroom, like, let's say, for instance, 7, 8, 9, like a certain limit to how long you can be out. I at least kind of understand, but that doesn't make much sense. And the phone rule is also kind of trash, but it's only because of the little stuff that they get mad over. Like, let's be real, I at least kind of see where they're going with it, but I don't know why. And then let's also talk about raising your hand to drink water. Again, this is something I had to deal with in 6th grade and 6th grade only. Like, this is by far the dumbest thing I've ever seen somebody, like, freaking tell you that you have to get permission to do. Like, what's so distracting about it? And same with the girl, like, when their shoulders are out. Like, buddy, okay, let me just admit this. If a girl's shoulders are out, I just want you to picture how many people are distracted by it. Literally 2% of the human population in this whole, literally 2% of this whole would be distracted. And that 2% would be the freaking teachers. What's your problem with it? I might do school pet peeves at some point, but yeah. Basically, school rules are trash. You shouldn't listen to them. Okay, I mean, I guess you should if you don't want to get suspended. But still, I mean, they're just really, really, really freaking stupid. And also, at the end of the day, if you get suspended and it's for a dumb reason, you basically just get a vacation. My parents will just say, hey, man, you get a vacation. Too bad I've never gotten suspended. And it hasn't, like, the only time I got a phone call home at all was for a really dumb reason, when me and my friend were just play fighting. Or a friend of me. Friend of me, I don't know what you want to call it. You just do you. You stay in your lane, I stay in mine. I don't really care what you do. But I got a call home once just because I was like we were not even like really truly fighting. It felt like we were more tapping each other. And therefore, that's why we got a phone call home. I don't know why he would have been in trouble, but they're talking about suspending us. Either way, that was the near point where I was like, oh, cool, I'm getting a vacation. I feel bad for this kid, though. Honestly, in 8th grade, I still had a lot of anger issues. Yeah, that's about it for this tier list, though. I thought I'd share that little story out with the zero tolerance policy thing, because that's what that story had to do with it. Because the teachers just really think anything, like they'll suspend you or they'll not ever do something about bullying, but if it's a play fight, they're gonna get all upset. It's dumb. Alright, whatever. Goodbye. Screw this video.